Coaches, welcome back to Big Rule the World. My name is Coach Allen, and I'm reporting to you live from beautiful central Southside Virginia here. We're going to talk about buck sweep and how it applies to spread guys as well as wing tee guys. I've been studying into buck sweep a lot here lately, especially getting into Coach Kenny Simpson's gun tee system and want to talk some about it. So, the original idea behind the buck sweep, okay, and correct me if I'm wrong here, wing tee guys. Um, I came under the impression that buck sweep was primarily a sweep play, only to find out that buck sweep is really an off tackle type of play. If you want to run it correctly, it's going to hit off C gap here. I've kind of drawn it up already here as my computer was loading. I prefer it against the even front. Maybe some buck sweep wing tee guys will disagree with me there. I prefer it as a even front play, mostly because I can get this back block on this one technique here. But for me here, what's going to end up happening? Going from the play, we have our movement just like we would on our buck sweep on the series. We're going to go down, down, kick with the play side guard. I'm going to release this wing back inside the first threat right there that I've drawn up as that safety. I have it up here against like an even front, but it's more of a 43 under look, so it drops down to a 50 front, or a 4-3 over front rather than under. We're going to have the back block here. We're going to have a guard pull around here for play side linebacker. We're going to have our play side guard kick that end right there if he's going to come out there and stay outside and try to play the sweep, especially with this B-back releasing the first outside guy right there. Okay? Now, what could end up happening here if this safety's going to outplay that when the wing comes in, he's going to go down to him. And then we have our play here with our A-back off tackle right there. Okay, off of that, I've heard of also running, as I erase that, influence trap of the buck sweep look. I'm going to talk about why I like this. So with the influence trap, same defense. Okay. 1 DB, 2 DB, 3 DB, 4. Making sure I got 11. Okay. All right, so off of that, we can have the same motion going here. And instead of sending him down here to block down, we can send him the linebacker. Okay, down, release, back. We have it here. And we hit trap quicker there. All right, especially if this guy sees his guard pull and he's flowing out, he can get kicked out real quickly and leave a big hole right there. I'm going to show how that influences what we do in the power spread game. In the power spread game, and how we can sort of make it adapt. I like what Kenny Simpson does out of the gun tee stuff. Again, let's look at the gun tee. So for me, that's what I would call my F. This is what I would call my B. Let's look what we have here. Again, playing with it out of the 4-3 overlook. We'll have twins this side. All right, what's buck look like and what's the variations we can do out of it here? He's going to release inside, get first threat. He's going to kick, he's going to wrap. We're up into here. We're reading that backside end to see if he trails. If not, we're good. Kenny will attach usually, or appears a lot of guys will attach an RPO to that. I'm not as big into that. I used to be a good RPO coach. Then I got a quarterback who couldn't read RPOs very well. Found out I wasn't that great of an RPO coach. Got to get better at it. But here I am on buck, my track hitting off tap, tied in right here. Okay, off the down block. That's originally how it's supposed to hit. Now, what about that influence trap that we just ran? I drew up out of the wing T look. Well, out of that. Okay, you've been running buck, This guy seems to screw you. And what I like about the series and stuff with the wing T is it has built-in answers for what the defense is going to do. Let's say he wants to screw you and drift out. Okay? Try and stretch that play. It's fine. Screw him. We're going to go over top right here. We're going to kick him. F's going across. Q's going right there. And that's how we can adjust that play. Now, what about that defensive end? And this is the adaptation. And maybe it's in the wing T game. I would have to go back and look at my wing T stuff that I've done before. Maybe some wing T guys can talk about it. This is the Kenny thing. It's a Kenny Simpson gun T type of thing. So let's say this end is not doing what we want him to do. Let's say he's crashing it. He's very well coached to blow up our buck sweep. All right. Instead of, I think the gun T system calls this Trojan, if I'm to believe that right. I'm going to show you how I would run it. I'm going to show you how I've seen it run, then I'm going to show you how I would run it. So we're here. We're here. Okay. He's crashing. The end is crashing. Tearing it up right there. Blowing up the buck. We're going to reach him right there. He's coming inside. We're going to pin him in there with the U. The U can even cheat it out some and come down on him. Then I'm here and getting outside. And now instead of getting this track where it's hitting off tackle tight end area right there, we're going outside for a true sweep look. Me on this, I like running it directly with the Q. Okay, you can snap. Now I have him to kick corner, him to go right there, and it looks pretty good to me there. I like if I'm going to do this, I can run it right here. And it's a jet type of thing. You also, if you're worried that you cannot take reading him or cannot take pinning him inside right there, you can also read it. Okay? Do a little power read with that Y. Okay? Or a power read with your F back right there. And that type of thing is how you can adjust and run buck sweep or buck series in the power spread look. Okay? I take a lot of it from Kenny Simpson, a lot of it from the gun T is what I've been looking at recently. So that's where I'm kind of on this wing T type mindset, trying to find solutions for what the defense has. And what wing T has, it has a lot of answers for different problems. Okay, I think it's a problem-solving offense. And next time, speaking of problem-solving offense, we're going to dive inside. I kind of want to go back in, do the history of certain offenses. I did that way back when the show first started, and I wanted to pick that up again. So we're going to dive inside the history of the double wing offense. I'm going to be reviewing a book next time called The Toss, known as the Double Wing Bible. And we're going to talk about the double wing and what that looks like and sort of lessons you can take from the double wing offense and apply them to your offense now in the modern days. Until next time, coaches, remember, bigs rule the world.